Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any video from my channel.
Yo! Welcome to LCameraTV. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share all cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, because free agency is basically over with, I don't think Marty Hurney is going to really do anything much anymore. I think they're just preparing for the draft. I decided, man, to do an overview on Marty Hurney's free agency and what I think, his grade is, what grade he deserves because of his free agency. I'm gonna break down a few of his free agency signings, some of the marquee ones, and I'm gonna just basically say what I think about the trade, or signing, and how I think he did overall in free agency. So let's get started. The first part I'm gonna talk about is his receiver signings. Okay, well, one's a signing, one's a trade. But he traded obviously Daryl Worley to the Philadelphia Eagles to get Torrey Smith. And he signed Jarius Wright from the Vikings. Now, mind you, some people were killing the whole Torrey Smith trade. I was more of the, I didn't think it was a bad trade. I thought it was, we traded a young player who wasn't really performing for us for a guy who would, fit a need for us, which is speed. And some people was like, oh, he's slowing down, he's going to get cut and all that stuff, like whatever. Slowing down, I don't think he was slowing down that much. It's not like he's dirt slow. I mean, you look at Ted Ginn. Ted Ginn was able to keep his speed, well into his older age, and also he was going to get cut anyways. Yes, he might have got cut. Let's say he would have got cut. But the thing is that two things people got to take into account. One, if he got cut, he would have to clear waivers. So let's say a team wanted him. If he didn't clear the waivers, the team would have been able to pick him up instead of the Panthers. So that would hurt them in that situation. And two, even if let's say he did clear waivers, as a free agent, you get to choose where to go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you get to choose where your destination is. What if he didn't want to go to Carolina? What if you want to go to Baltimore? What if you want to go, back to Baltimore? What if you want to go, to San Fran? Who knows? He could have went wherever he wanted. So instead of leaving it up to chance in that situation, I didn't feel bad that Marty Hurney traded Daryl Worley, who's a player we didn't really care for anymore because of his 2 years of lack of production, and got a player that could benefit us in some way. So I wasn't mad at that. The Jarius Wright pickup, I'm not mad at it. It was like a kind of like a nothing pickup. I mean, I think he's gonna be a contributor, but I don't know, man. They said Russell Shepard was gonna be a contributor last year, so we'll see what he does. But I'm not mad at it. He's an alright pickup. It was nothing to blow you away or whatever. I think he's just another receiver, another camp body, because last year was decimated with injuries in the receiving corps. Obviously Curtis Samuel got injured, Demir Bird got injured, and we was left with like Caitlin Clay and Britton Burson in the playoff game. So obviously don't want that to happen again. So I understand stock holding a lot of receivers. Also some receivers that are older that can impart wisdom on the younger receivers. I'm for that, whatever. But I don't see him being that big of an impact player. We'll see later on, but I just don't see it happening. I think he's going to be a good receiver, for us. Maybe he might be, they say he's pretty clutch on the third down catches, so maybe he might, fill that world for us, but I don't see him being that big of an impact player. So for the receiving core, I give him a C+. I mean, it was an average receiving restocking or whatever. It wasn't like he didn't sign anything big, nobody big like Allen Robinson or Sammy Watkins. He didn't sign anybody that was just I mean, like for instance, the Philadelphia Eagles signed Mike Wallace. So and Mike Wallace had better production than Torrey Smith did last year. So it wasn't like he blew me away with his signings. I just was like, okay, they're alright signings. I'm not mad at them, but I wasn't like excited about them either. So as far as defense goes, they re-signed Julius Peppers to a one-year deal, which I'm happy about. I think Julius Peppers is a beast. He's a future Hall of Famer, and his wisdom will definitely be imparted. And I think he still can play, man. I mean, obviously last year he had like 11 sacks. So I definitely, even if you like have his production, it's like 6 sacks, and I think that's still good for us. So I'm happy about the Julius Peppers signing. I didn't know, everybody was on the fence if he was gonna come back or not, whatever. I'm happy they got him back. I'm happy they re-signed him. I think he's definitely going to be a valuable member of our team, and I hope we can get him a Super Bowl before he retires. But and the other signing was the Dontari Poe signing. I love this signing. Why? Because one, we let Starlo Tule go, who I don't think was that productive in his first round pick. Two, we got him for a cheaper deal than the Buffalo Bills got Starlo Tule, you know. And three, like, I just think he's a better player, man. Dontari Poe, you know, had better production. I just think he's a better player. And, you know, some people are like, oh, yeah, Starlo Tule is a space eater and all this stuff like that, whatever. Listen, you're a number one pick. You're a first round pick. He was, you know, highly touted, you know, and when they was scouting him and everything like that, nobody said he was just going to be a space eater. They said he's going to be a dominant force on the D-line. But that turned out to be K'Wan Short. Now everybody's like, oh, well, he got the doubles and K'Wan Short got a single coverage. We'll see if that's true, man, because I know, don't get me wrong, I definitely think he got some doubles. But we'll see if that's true, because now with Dontari Poe and K'Wan Short, you know, both playing D-tackle, hopefully at the same time, we'll see if, you know, it was just the double coverage or was it just Starlo Tule not living up to the bill. And I think it was more Starlo Tule not living up to the billing, because here's the thing. I'm pretty sure if, like, you know, obviously Ndamukong Suh signed with the Rams, whatever, and Aaron Donald come back, I'm pretty sure they're going to wreak havoc, man. They're going to wreak havoc because both of them are dominant pass rushers at the D-tackle position. You know, they're both dominant pass rushers at the D-tackle position. They're going to get pressure. You know, Aaron Donald has been getting pressure for, you know, since he came to the league. And Ndamukong Suh obviously been getting pressure too. So we'll see if that same mentality affects Ndamukong Suh, which I don't think it will. But we'll see, because obviously one of them has to get a double. And in this situation, I think K'Wan Short and Dontari Poe is going to have a good year. I think they're going to be, you know, pretty dominant as far as, you know, if they play together. And I think Dontari Poe is just a very good signing. I mean, Vernon Butler, I do like him, whatever. He's also number one pick that I feel like has to step up, because, you know, I feel like his production hasn't been. Now, mind you, his time has been limited also, so you can't really come at him too hard. But, I mean, we need flashes, man. We need serious flashes from him. But I definitely like the Dontari Poe signing. I think it was a good signing, especially because it wasn't that, you know, we didn't break the bank for him. If we broke the bank, I'd have been pretty pissed. But it wasn't that bad of a signing, and it was less money than we'll play stars, so I'm not mad at that. So if I had to grade what he did with the D-line, I'll give him an A, man. I'll give him an A. I think the Dontari Poe signing is a really good one. And I think bringing Julius Peppers back is going to have our D-line formidable, you know, if not more formidable than last year. So I think it was a pretty good signing. I'm not going to lie. And last and definitely least, we got the secondary. You know, the Carolina Panthers signed Janoris Cersei and Ross Cockrell. Whatever. I don't like. Oh, okay, the Ross Cockrell signing. You know, I looked at his stats, whatever, stuff like that, whatever. I think he's all right. I think you know, those stats numbers are kind of misleading, because obviously, you know, he was on a bad team, so there's a lot of people throwing the ball all over them and all this stuff, whatever. And you know, I think he got more targets because Janoris was on the other side, so. I don't think his number is going to be like that. I think, you know, people got to taper their expectations. And the Janoris Cersei pickup, I'm totally against it. Totally and 100%. I mean, I don't think he's, you know, a trash player. I don't think he's, you know what I'm saying, bottom of the barrel. But I definitely think there was better people at that position that we could have signed, like Eric Reed, obviously, you know, who, you know what I'm saying, is just I think he's an overall better safety. I think because this whole politics thing and, you know, kneeling and all that crap is why they stayed away from him. And I feel like that's hurt. They basically hurt our football team by doing it. So I'm definitely against that. I mean, there's, you know, obviously you could have got Morgan Burnett. There's a few safeties that are out there that I feel like we didn't move on quick enough, you know, obviously. So I'm definitely against the Janoris Cersei's pickup, whatever. I think we could have had a better safety. The Ross Cockrell, you know, I was on record saying I want DRC because he's, you know, he's a wily veteran who knows, you know, a lot about the game, and I think could help James Bradbury go to the next level. I don't think we have anybody on our team that can do that currently. I think James Bradbury needs, you know, definitely needs some help from a veteran cornerback. You know, I think if we have a young cornerback team, you know, cornerback backfield, it's not going to be conducive for them because you need older players to, you know, teach them the game. And I know you guys are going to say Captain Munnerlyn. I think Captain Munnerlyn is a really good player, but, you know, he plays more, you know, slot corner. He did play outside for us, you know, and I think, you know, I think he's a good corner, but I would much rather DRC. I think that DRC would have been, you know, he might not have been a better fit than Cockrell. You know, he may, because he's older or whatever. But I definitely think he would have been a veteran presence that would, you know, could contribute really well. And maybe we could even move him to safety, you know, because, you know, obviously the Eagles did that with Malcolm Jenkins. So, you know, I would much rather DRC than this Ross Cockrell kid. But, I mean, I think they're both Carolina natives. You know, one went to the Tar Heels, and I think the other one, I don't remember what the other one went to. But they're both, I think one went to Duke. I'm not sure. But they're both from Carolina, whatever. So, I mean, it is what it is. I guess getting the Carolina natives are cool, whatever. But I definitely, you know, don't agree with those pickups. The Ross Cockrell one I can deal with, but the Doris Cersei one I definitely think we could. I mean, I think Eric Reid even put out there that he'll take a whole 1 year deal on the same deal that he had before, which was like $5 million a year or some crap like that, just to prove how dominant he could be for the team. And we still didn't pick him up. I think that's a travesty. I think he's a very good player, and I think he'll be perfect for our system and perfect for our defense, man. I think he'll fit in perfectly. I don't know, man. I just really would rather him, you know, or you know, Morgan Burnett, or you just, you know, there's tons of safeties out there. Tyrann Matthews, who took a very small deal compared to, you know, what I was expecting him to take. There's so many safeties out there that we could have went for that we didn't, and we got, you know, got Denoris Cersei. And I'm not trying to bag on Cersei. I think he's, you know, he's an alright player, but it's just like, you know, for, you know, as far as bang for your buck and what was out there at that time, we could have got a better pickup. So for me, I had to give this pickup, these pickups, these signings, a D. I think they weren't that great. I just don't think they were that great, man. I think, you know, he let more politics affect his signings than making the team better. And I'm not surprised that the Bengals are the only team that brought in Eric Reid for a visit. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Bengals pick him up, because Bengals don't mind getting the controversial players, and we definitely don't like that. So, I mean, I had to give it a D. I don't think those signings were that great, and it is what it is, man. So overall, I have to give Marty Hurney a C-, man. The only real notable good trade that good signing he really did was the Tari Poe one. The Torrey Smith one was average. Jarius Wright, average. The Julius Peppers wasn't that difficult to get done because he was with our team last year, and you know, all you had to do is basically top him out of retirement, because I don't think he was planning on going anywhere else after that, you know. So it was either retirement or coming back to the Panthers, and we got him to come back. So I don't think that was that difficult. And the Denoris Cersei and Ross Cockrell, I don't think that were great signings. So I have to give him a C-. I mean, it was just underwhelming. I mean, I was hoping for more. I was hoping for better. I mean, but I guess they did what he thought was best for the team. It doesn't mean that our team is going to be bad next year. It doesn't mean that, you know, we can't, you know, do great in the draft or whatever. But as far as the free agency goes, I didn't really care for what we did. Obviously, we had the Jeremiah Sorellis and you know, we got some other players. But to me, there weren't really obviously nothing to talk about. So I had to give him a C-. I'm not underwhelmed because I didn't expect much from him. But it is, you know, I wish we did better. That's all I can say about that. I wish we did better. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, get in the comment section. Let me know what you think about Marty Hurney's free agency. Did he do a good job? Did he do a horrible job? How do you feel about it? Tell me what you think about the free agency signings. The Tari Poe, Julius Peppers, which is not really a free agency signing. It's just kind of like a re-sign. You know, Denoris Cersei, Ross Cockrell, you know, Jarius Wright, and the Torrey Smith trade. Let me know what you think about it, you know, because I didn't really care for it. I gave him a C-, whatever. And definitely, guys, you know, obviously check out the merchandise, check out the Patreon, check out my dog Renan Esteem. You know, he's good people, you know what I'm saying. Check out his music and all that stuff. Keep pounding, guys. You know, cheers with all your Panther families and friends and stuff like that, whatever. Get the message out there, you know. I rock with you Panther fans all day, all day. And I'll see you guys next time.